Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, and you find a way to lose. Tim Bradley, man, some people say he talks too much. I think he does too. I mean, he put a microphone in front of him. There are times where he makes good points when he's analyzing boxing matches, but most of the time he's just up there talking. He's just up there. I mean, I could do what he's doing, probably do it better than him, without all the buffoonery that he brings to the damn broadcast. But he's always up there and just, instead of trying to build fighters up, he's always negative, always breaking them down. He's never really saying, he doesn't seem to be out there to try to say anything positive about a boxer unless it's Terrence Crawford. And then Timothy Bradley's thing is, well, I'm just trying to make boxers better. I'm just being real. I want to see you win. I want to see you get better. Man, let me tell you, man, nobody want to hear all that negative all the time. All the time. We get it, Tim. You were a good fighter. You lucked out, and Bob Arum gave you Pacquiao, I think, 3 times. So you're lucky. You got Pacquiao 3 times. You got your retirement checks. Bob Arum hooked you up. Now you're lucky to have this job as a commentator. Okay? Very fortunate. But things caught up with him last night. And I knew it was going to go that way. I didn't know he was going to talk about Simiso Buthelezi, the South African fighter who died and had the bleeding on the brain, who died. I didn't know he was going to go that route, but I just knew that broadcast was, I didn't like it, because there was a fight where he was talking about, there was a Puerto Rican boxer who fought last night, took a few shots. And Tim Bradley was just saying how the guy's career is over. He needs to quit now. He'll never be a boxer. He's proven that he can't take punches. It's over. He needs to quit. His career is over. And I remember listening to that thinking, man, who are you to sit there and break these guys down like that and be so negative? He's always negative about boxers. And I don't even like hearing them talk. Matter of fact, even Andre Ward sits back sometimes and just kind of looks at him like, man, you need to know when to listen, and then, you know, when you need to speak. And Tim Bradley needs to do more listening than talking. You know, even his co-hosts on the show, on the broadcast, they'll try to redirect the conversation when Tim starts talking, because most of the time he's talking out of his backside. But anyway, he starts talking about the African boxer, and had nothing to do with the damn broadcast. He just starts talking about how the guy was over there and he knocked somebody down and he went over to a corner when nobody was in the corner. Oh, you're talking about Angulo and what's his name? Edgar Berlanga, because Angulo kept going to the wrong corner for some reason at the end of the round. And that made Bradley, you know, bring up the whole thing with the South African fighter, how after he looked like he knocked the guy down, the guy went to the ropes, but then after that, the South African fighter went over to the corner where nobody was and was throwing punches. And Tim Bradley was making fun of that. And I remember when I was sitting there watching, I was thinking to myself, who's going to stop him? Because I realized he doesn't know that this guy's dead. And no one on that panel stopped him. I would have stopped him immediately, like, hey, hold on a second. I was like, you know, yeah, that did happen. It was a little bit different, but the guy passed away. And, like, someone should have stopped him, but they didn't. They just let him sink his own battleship. And Tim was laughing about the guy who was throwing those punches at Ghost. He was fighting Ghost, and he was rolling. Then they went to a commercial and came back, and then they tried to clean it up. And Tim was, you know, of course, apologetic and to his family and stuff like that. But he felt really embarrassed. He felt really embarrassed, man. And it was very unfortunate for him to come and say that like he did, man. But he obviously didn't know that the guy had passed away. But it's just one of those mistakes, man. Awful mistakes. Where Tim Bradley needs to learn to just shut up. Shut up sometimes. Stick to the topic. You know, at least do your homework. You out here talking about stuff, and for him to not know that guy passed away, that's crazy to me. You know, that's his, you know, like I'm busy over here with my life. I take a little snippet out my day to do these videos, and I'm up on that. And I don't live in front of the computer all day. I don't live on my damn phone. I don't even like getting on my phone. My sons have my phone all day. You know, I miss a lot of calls because they're on the phone and they'll just hit cancel, you know, if a call comes in. And I don't care. I could care less. But if I was but for me to be up on so much of the latest and greatest when it comes to boxing, if I was an analyst like him, there would be nothing I didn't know. I know a lot of stuff now, and I'm just sitting here behind this damn desk, or just meeting people and networking through social media. But if I was doing his job, no way in the world I'd make that mistake. No way. I may make mistakes, but it won't be that. It's crazy, man. Crazy. It's crazy. And I'll tell you exactly what he said. He goes, I've seen worse. There's a video circulating right now where a guy actually knocked another guy out the ring. He got back in the ring, and the other guy actually started boxing a ghost in the corner. And they're all rolling right now. And Bradley, oh, I'm serious. He was boxing somebody in the corner, and the ref said box. I'm telling you. Oh, low blow right there. Let's get back. And then there was someone must have came and told him, right? At this point, that's where they went to a commercial break. So after likely being told by someone about the circumstances of the video, the guy dying, Bradley and Tessitore explained what happened. Then they apologized between the 5th and 6th round of the fight. And Tessitore said, you know, I was unaware of the video you were referencing. I know you were just telling a story based on, you know, whatever. But there was the news of the week of Simiso Buthelezi, who passed away. And that's when the tone changed, because he realized he messed up. That broadcast is in front of millions of people, and majority of people are aware of what happened to that guy. And then Bradley went out there and just really, to me, just hurt himself. Now, he can rebound from it. He probably recovered already, but you got to do your homework. Stick to what's going on in the ring. Be careful when you start referencing other things that have gone on in different boxing matches with people. Be careful when you start referencing that stuff, especially if you want to poke at them and make fun of them, because this is what can happen. This is what can happen. And Timothy Bradley is a former light welterweight and welterweight champion. He retired in 2017 and has been working for ESPN since 2016. And then Tessitore, a lot of people want to know, what about him? You know, he's an ESPN veteran whose past work includes Monday Night Football, the Belmont Stakes, ABC's Holy Moly, and several of the network's biggest boxing matches. So that's what happened, man. But I'm going to leave it at that. But I think Tim Bradley, man, hey, they have like Charlemagne and those guys have Donkey of the Day. To me, we should have, you know, the raise your hand if you're a jackass. And that's what Tim Bradley is. I think the jackass of the week, you know, raise your hand. And Tim Bradley is definitely that, because he got it all wrong last night. But he'll recover. Mistakes happen. But still, he talks too much, in my opinion. Hopefully going forward, he'll make some corrections, because he doesn't want to end up putting his foot in his mouth like that again. Like he can never, you know, like that's going to be around forever. And he's going to have that brought up. I don't even know. I've been busy exercising this morning. I wonder if I'm going to look. I'm sure there's some these guys in the media who put the microphone in his face and asking him, how does he feel after making those comments? Because, you know, some of the media outlets are raw. They'll put you on the spot, won't they? Just to see his reaction and see what he has to say. But I know he feels bad. He's not a bad person, but he just gets real emotional, and he's a character, and he's real animated. But I'm sure he'll tone it down going forward. But that being said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Shout out to all the veterans. As always, I'm in the breeze.